Alright, hey guys, what's up? So we're gonna be continuing the SpongeBob Schizophrenia. This is part 3. I know that YouTube's broke again. It's not sending people's videos to people's sub boxes. So, if you guys think you guys are gonna enjoy this or enjoy my channel at all or want to see more videos from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below with the subscribe notification bell on. That way so you will be notified every time I upload a video. As well, be sure to drop a like and also leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love talking to you guys and I love the support I get. Let's see if we can hit like 85, 90 likes on this video. With that said, let's just go ahead and get into this video. I'm confused of the animation quality. I looked at the credits and found Steven's name again. My guess is that they forced Steven to animate with quality. Also, I found a Wikia called SpongeBob Schizophrenia Wikia. It only had the 3 episodes that I posted on the blog. I also got another email from Andrew today. This is what it says. Dear Aiden, I see that you viewed the 2 episodes I gave you. Well, the one I'm gonna give you, oh boy, this is gonna be a treat. I'm gonna stay low till I mail you the next episode. Peace, Andrew. Again, what does he mean by treat? 2 things happened to me today. 1, I got another SpongeBob episode. And 2, I got a voicemail from an unknown person. Here's the dialogue of the recording. Voicemail start. Unknown. Well, look who I found. Aiden. Well, if you hadn't guessed it, it is Philip, that creator of SpongeBob's Schizophrenia. I swear, if you post one more thing, I will. Voicemail end. Well, I know it is Philip now. I got another SpongeBob episode called Treat. I think Andrew was punning me. I played the episode on my VCR because the episode was on a VHS cassette. The episode starts out with the intro, but there is more dialogue. Who are you gonna kill? Tech. Then the intro ends and cuts to the title card. Then it cuts to SpongeBob's living room where Gary and SpongeBob are just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Gary meows in hunger. SpongeBob realizes that he needs to get food for Gary. So he rushes out the door and runs to a car. He throws the fish out of the car and drives off. The next scene is at a forest, possibly outside. Of Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob stops the car in front of Tiki-style house. He walks towards the house and it cuts to inside the house where SpongeBob is about to go into a room. He does go into this room and we are shown 2 fish who are sleeping in a bed. SpongeBob grabs an unidentical object and runs to the bed. He puts it over his head and he thrusts it down before anything else happens. It immediately cuts to SpongeBob's living room. SpongeBob is giving food to Gary. The food looks like mush covered in ketchup. I was grossed out by this. The episode ends there and shows the credits. I noticed Tech Worth's name is not in the credits. Nothing really new happened today. I got a voicemail from another unknown caller. It was just static. I found a website with info on the episodes. There was only 5. I have not viewed it yet, but it apparently is called Blood. The description says this. SpongeBob goes to his house and finds B. Also on the main page there's a phone number, so I called it. It took me to an automated system and said this. Press 1 to die, press 2 to meet Philip. I pressed 2, then a man deep voice said hello? I said hi and immediately hung up. Go who knows who the hell that was, but it did sure sound like someone. Nothing new happened yesterday. It was April Fool's and I got a lot of emails from people who claimed to be the workers for SpongeBob Schizophrenia. I got one in particular from Nick Junes. Hi, this is Nick Junes, one of the workers for the show. If you have time, please contact me back. Thanks. So I emailed him right back, asking him about the show. I got a response about an hour later. Here's what I know. I helped make 7 or 8 episodes, and an episode for a season 2. It was maybe 2013, 2014 when we made this stuff. I have not gotten contact with the creators in years, that's all I know. More info I need. Sorry I have not posted something in a while, but I have been busy with things and you know how that is. I got another episode from Andrew today titled No More, No More. I played the episode on my Betamax system. It starts out with the usual intro, then it shows Bubbles, then shows the Krusty Krab. It shows a fish ordering a regular Krabby Patty. Squidward says in a usual voice, "Congratulations, you are the 1 millionth customer. Here, come and follow me for your prize." It abruptly cuts to the kitchen where SpongeBob is making some Krabby Patties. The patties have a more orange color than they usually do, which is odd in my opinion. The door next to SpongeBob swings open and slams SpongeBob into the wall. "Ow," SpongeBob says. "This is our 1 millionth customer," Squidward said. Mr. Krabs comes out of his office and says, "What's going on?" Squidward says, "We have our 1 millionth customer." Mr. Krabs then proceeds to get a smile on his face and says, "Let's celebrate." In a creepy tone, the door then closes and SpongeBob, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs circle around the fish with crazy looking faces. Then it pans out of the kitchen and into the dining area. Then beating up sounds play. "No, no more," the fish says. It pans out to outside where a liquid sound is playing, and it does this for about 1 or 2 minutes. Then it cuts to credits. I was not very amused. That is what just another not blood murder episode. I was looking up random things today on Google like puppies, dogs, cats, houses, studios, random towns, etc. Well, I was looking for places near me from about 50 or so miles, and I found a building that looked pretty abandoned, but looked brand new. I decided to go to this building and oh boy, I got a story for you, yes sirree. So I arrived to this building about 30 minutes after I left my beautiful home. So I got out of my car and walked to this building. The grass looked like it hadn't been cut in 60 or so years. I opened the double doors to this building. The first thing I saw was a receptionist desk and some chairs next to a wall. At the end of the room was a door. I decided to walk to it and open it. There right in front of me was a long hallway with many doors. I walked down this hallway with many doors. The doors had names like production room and animation storyboard room, and others like them. I reached the end of this weird hallway and stumbled across a door named Owner's Office. So I decided to crack the doors open, and what I saw was, say in the most fact, creepy. The room was like a big warehouse and very few lights in it. Was a desk, table, a chair, and a person. The person was mumbling things like SpongeBob must continue and I will make more This person looked at me in the creepiest face I seen. I slammed the door shut and ran down the shitty hallway. I closed the double doors in front of the building, got in my car, and got the hell out of there. I looked in my mirror before I was completely down the road and I saw the person looking at my car. I think that might be Philip. One of the main questions I get is, where did you find that info on the first blog? Well, it's sorta simple. I was searching up SpongeBob on the internet and stumbled upon a weird website. The website had a shitload of words. So I read most of the words and they were about the show called SpongeBob's Schizophrenia. So I decided to make a blog about it. I abandoned it after one blog because of daily life. I also got another episode called SpongeBob Stories. I'm pretty sure this is the last episode for all 7 episodes. I played the episode. The usual intro started, but the ending of the intro was the kids saying "kill all." But I was not amused by that since the show evolves around murder. So it cuts to SpongeBob's house where SpongeBob is writing on a piece of paper on a typewriter, which in fact SpongeBob does have a typewriter if I'm right. He keeps typing for 30 seconds and goes to Gary. I wrote a story, now I'm going to share it with all the people in Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob said. Then it cuts to the Krusty Krab and asks Mr. Krab to read the story. He does. He screams and runs to his office. He then shows the story to Squidward. Then he reads it and melts it into liquid saying that was... SpongeBob then leaves the Krusty Krab and goes to downtown Bikini Bottom. He then shows his story to random people in downtown Bikini Bottom. Most of them freak out when they read the story. SpongeBob questions this and rereads his story out loud. I can't believe I murdered him. Holding his stomach. What kind of person am I to murder my best friend? But it feels so good to murder people. It feels amazing with their screams. Oh well, time to murder other people. SpongeBob then laughs and goes back to his house and writes some more stories and the episode ends. Well, I won't be updating this anymore until maybe I get some more SpongeBob episodes. Till then, peace out. Why am I back here, you may ask? I am back because I found something interesting on the website a few weeks ago. There is apparently an alternate episode of the first episode. Another one is that I have not gotten the blood episode yet. Lastly, there is apparently a 2012 pilot reel. On April 8th, 2017 at 4:33 p.m. I got a box from the mail saying reel. My first thought is that this was a joke, but it was not. When I opened the box, there sitting in a box was a 1930s reel tape and a projector. I was actually amused by this because I was fascinated with old things from the whole 20th century. I found a plug-in for the projector, I put the tape in the projector and played it. My first thoughts were, this is probably an old film. But when a familiar theme started playing in that old audio of the projectors, I knew this was going to go somewhere. A title card popped up saying The Life of SpongeBob SquarePants. I knew this was made from the same people from the previous episodes, but this episode had more quality animation. It starts in what is supposed to be SpongeBob's house. His house is a box. SpongeBob was sitting there watching his TV and said something. The audio sounded so blurry and aged that I thought I was gonna blow up. SpongeBob then gets off of his couch and walks to his kitchen saying in now more clear audio, time to feed Gary. He opened a cabinet in his kitchen and what was in there was sorta unusual. It was filled with boxes saying human feet and bloody O's and death food. These names I thought were funny. But when he fed Gary the death food, Gary became pale and went unconscious. Did I mention that this was in color? SpongeBob is shown dragging Gary's body to the backyard. SpongeBob grabs a shovel and buries Gary. SpongeBob cries for about 10-20 seconds and it cuts to the credits. On April 10th, 2017, I received a box containing 2 videotapes. One was called Blood and the other was called Alternate. I decided to play Blood first. The SpongeBob theme plays and cuts to the title card Blood. It starts in Patrick's house where SpongeBob and Patrick are playing a game. SpongeBob gets bored of the game and leaves. It cuts to SpongeBob's house. SpongeBob is on his couch looking really dehydrated. SpongeBob says in an old man type voice, I need it. I need it now. SpongeBob runs out of his house and to Sandy's house. By the time he gets there, it was already night. He opens Sandy's dome door really quietly and sneaks into Sandy's tree. SpongeBob, of course, is wearing a bowl with water in it. SpongeBob licks his lips and gets something out of his pocket while looking at Sandy. My tasty blood. SpongeBob puts this object, which turns out to be a needle, into Sandy's arms and sucks some blood from her. It cuts to a montage of SpongeBob doing the same thing with other people in Bikini Bottom. It cuts to a card saying 3 hours later. It shows SpongeBob's living room with a pool filled with blood. Yahoo! This is fun. The episode then cuts to the credits. Alright guys, this is it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button down below with the notification bell on. That will say you guys will be notified every time I upload a video. Also, be sure to leave a like on this video. It helps the channel out. I greatly appreciate it. As said, let's see if we can hit like 80 likes, something like that on this video. As well as, if you guys want to see more, tell me in the comment section down below. There is one more part of the SpongeBob Schizophrenia. If you want to see it, there will be a poll in the right hand corner. Tell me yes or no. You guys can, interact with me that way. As well with, check out the link to this story in the description below, even though it's in the description of the other two parts. So, you can look there too. As well as, be sure to check the links to all my social media, because that is the best way to interact with me, and I greatly appreciate you guys talking to me on there. So let's see if you guys want to keep talking to me on there, because I obviously have them open. It's my Twitter, it's my Snapchat, it's my Insta, it's my Facebook, all sorts of different social media platforms. So with that said, this is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. This has been Andaull, and peace out.